And welcome back to week 2 of JDL. This is our VOD review of week 2. Joined so far by Lex, Aria, Parker, and Pho. I'm assuming more people will join as we go through. I think this week we're just going to go through from first battle in the dock, and then we'll go to go down the line. So we'll start with, I believe, groups A and B. Then we'll go to C and D. Well, yeah. So I guess first battle in the line is Lex versus Ben. I think this kind of had a bit of hype to it because both of you both had pretty good week ones. Both went 5-0. Lex brought Zamazenta. Clodsire, Mandibuzz, Typhlosion, Lycanroc, and Lapras. And Ben has brought Hisuian, Zoroark, Vileplume, Galarian Moltres, Mega Mawile, Quagsire, and Bibarel, which I guess we can look at the docs. I don't know how I feel. First thought about this Bibarel set is what I'm really confused by. Because I think, doesn't Bibarel have lower?
It does not have like a great special attack stat.
What is that Fizdef Rocky Helmet Zoroark, by the way?
Yeah, I was gonna get. Yeah, so it has 85
lovely
attack.
55.
85 versus 55. That's 85 is kind of serviceable. 55 is not. Yeah, I was wondering that as well with the Rocky Helmet bulk Zoroark. I really don't like that.
Why would you bring a Rocky helmet on a?
Yeah, that's
I'm somewhat newish, and I just don't get a Rocky helmet on the Zoroark. I don't.
I'm also realizing that its choice specs Bibarel is why I don't.
What the?
Yeah, that Bibarel's gonna go nuts. Though.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I like the double unaware into the Zamazenta though.
Oh no, I think
that
is absolutely very good. But that's also my other thing is I look at this. There's nothing that really does hit the Zamazenta. I'd almost rather a bulky defensive set.
Spec Scaldburn.
Yeah. I kind of do dig I think the Avalanche is smart, especially with the curse set on Quagsire. I don't like a curse set that much though. Really, it's not Dondo. It feels almost like bootleg Dondozo with this set. What does Ayapa Berry doing? Is that like what? Oh, so it's like Wiki Berry, which it's okay. So it's basically just another an alternate to Wiki. Okay, I don't like it that much. I feel like Citrus Berry could have been better even, or just leftovers.
Yeah, I feel like leftovers. You can also always do boots, just because it wants to switch in on quite a few stuff.
Yeah,
it doesn't want to get
It's
chipped
honestly
by
the best
spikes or
Zama
rocks.
answer.
No,
I think it's the best Zama answer on this team.
No, I think bulky Quagsire is a really
guess...
good Zama answer. You can even Toxic or something, or Scald for burns.
The Zoroark is also maybe.
Yeah, no, it kind of is because it doesn't get me able to.
It won't. Can't get hit by body press, and Heavy Slam will probably still do a shit ton though.
I think the Moltres set is good. I don't like the Shadow Ball though. I feel like Shadow Ball feels pointless, and the reason I say that is because the types that Ghost hits super effectively, you're already hitting super effective with Dark Stab. Because I don't think you have anything on your team, Lex, do you? That's weak to Ghost but not Dark. No, I guess you can make the argument because it can't be. It's not for Haunter because again, Fiery Wrath would hit harder. It's not for. I guess now I think I could see a cause it's my best option. Is it the best option into Tinkaton? Because that I could see more reasonable. I think if you don't have any other.
It honestly might. I think it is.
Yeah.
No, I think that might be it. No, looks like it because it's either you only get normal type moves, flying type moves, dark type moves, and ancient power. So that might be what it is. I still don't like it. I'm gonna be honest. Honestly, I'd rather like Roost or something get
Roost,
some, like,
yeah.
some
Roost or
does it get
double,
Roost?
double dance or Roost. It does get
No, it
Roost.
does not get Roost. It doesn't get Roost or Defog.
What?
I know it didn't
It
get
just showed Roost on that recommended set. I'm pretty sure.
No,
It didn't. I'm dumb.
It might. Does it get it in Gen 8? Does it get it through NatDex?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Nope.
No,
It doesn't. Yeah, that's weird.
that is strange. Like
Weird. That is what?
Huh. Yeah.
Do any of the Galarian? I wonder if any of the Galarian birds get
I
it
don't
actually,
think
because I
so.
really, I never see them run it, so it's like I guess they
none-
might just not get it.
I know none of them get
I get what
Defog.
I'm saying again.
Roost. I think
Well,
Galarian
that's
Articuno
weird.
gets Recover.
Does it have any recovery moves?
It gets Rest, which honestly, like, with like Toxic from Claude, because this gets Recover. I think. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But the other two don't get anything.
Sorry, but
I don't
Rest, Sleep, Talk.
I don't dislike the Vileplume set. I don't
Run
like
Growth.
the Terra Dark. No,
I was very surprised that it was Terra Dark.
because like I feel like with Zamazenta on this team, you don't want to be a Dark type.
yeah.
What's the Terra types again? Fire, Grass, and
I think
Dark.
it's got Terra. I was gonna say I thought I had Terra Fairy. I would have just stayed like Grass Poison, honestly, because Poison's your best chance of resisting a fighting
No, I
move.
agree. And like if you're in
Or
like a wild
Terra
type
Grass
set-
for Terra Grass for just like Solar Beam damage.
That's true. He did
Not even
Giga
running
Drain.
Solar. Not even running Solar Beam actually.
I don't dislike like the Sweeper Vileplume because I feel like it's one of your. But like I think actually no,
I
I
like
will
it.
say, I think that one of the issues though it does run into is this thing. I feel like
Yeah, Clodsire is a big problem for like a lot of this team.
and that's the thing. Like you look at Ben's team,
I-
I see 4 special mons. I see 2 physical ones.
And you also 2 of the special mons are also setup sweepers,
Mhm.
including one that didn't come as well in Volcarona.
That's true.
Mm.
Yeah. I feel like this was not a good match for Volcarona though, for sure, especially with Claude.
Oh, absolutely not. But
I don't. So Power Punch, Sucker Punch, Play Rough, I think are all good for Mega Mawile. I'm confused. I'm curious why the Spadef investment over like just general HP. I don't like the Facade either, especially when you, as a Steel type, you can't be toxic.
like I don't know if does the special defense let it live Flamethrower from Typhlosion?
That could be it. Yeah. Or maybe like I don't because as I said, maybe an eruption after like a Sucker Punch, but like I think that thing kills with Sucker Punch Typhlosion. No, I feel like the Facade feels like kind of like a weird moveset. I would rather it almost something like knockoff even like or like
Because like most of my only real like status I can spread is Toxic, and you're a Steel type.
exactly. That's what has me confused in this regard. I guess on to your sets. I'm curious why. To be fair, I think I was talking about a lot of about toxic and stuff or like skull burns for Zamazenta. So I think the like Lumberry is actually a good bring. This feels like a very, very standard Clodsire set. I guess the big difference would be like Stone Edge over Earthquake, which I feel like with Ben's team, I think that is actually a smart adjustment because you do have stuff like the Volcarona and the Mega.
It was for the Moltres. They're trying to pop the weakness policy. Because I figured it'd most likely be weakness policy, so if I could get it popped with the Clodsire,
Yeah.
that'd basically make it useless.
I guess my one criticism says is it does absolutely become walled by, or like Mega Mawile can like very easily switch into you.
Yeah, but I don't think I planned on keeping Clodsire in against Mega Mawile anyway.
No, yeah, but I guess I mean that more of like a way of like, okay, now that Clodsire's swapping out, what swaps into Mega Mawile?
Also, like, realistically,
Zama,
I don't
Dog.
think, until I reveal my 4 moveset, like my 4 moves, I don't think Mega Mawile is ever switching in on Claude.
That's true. I mean, I can see reasoning why with like if you think it's not going to be like I can get some good hits on it with like Iron Head or something, which actually that could have been a good move for Ben to bring as a stab. But like because like for example like if you swap it, if it goes for like a Play Rough expecting to switch, Zama doesn't actually want to swap into that. Like that's going to do a lot. Same with Demandabuzz. Same to either of these two as well. I think this is a good set as well. Yeah, Keen Eyes, you have no other ability.
Yeah, I feel like all my sets are like pretty standard here.
I'm surprised no like Whirlpool over Surf for Perish Trapping.
I had considered it, but I didn't like Perish Song was more so to force Mons out rather than
Okay.
actually kill them.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yes.
Like,
actually,
because for instance, especially like the Mawile, if that thing got like an SD up or something, I wanted to be able to like kind of pressure it away a little bit.
Yeah, and this just feels like a normal like Typhlosion sweeper set. No notes. It's good. That thing does work. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we've seen. I'm assuming it outspeeds anything else. Scarf with it, which is why you went modest for just more damage, which I don't disagree with.
Yep, and it's Terra Grass because of the it can switch in. There's a couple of things it can like switch into.
No, I think it's good. Like Vileplume then has trouble with it.
And it hits Quagsire. That was
Yeah.
my main reason for going Terra
No,
Grass, is it OHKO's
Quagsire.
Quagsire.
No, I think Terra Grass is 100% correct here. Let's get into the battle then, I guess. Yeah, I think Lapras. The Bibarel lead is. I will say. Oh.
It's not a B-Barrel.
You are. Oh, it's not. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, what's this? What's Specs nasty plot?
I will say. I think that's actually a smart move because no, honestly, actually think about it. Like Bibarel is like a rocker, isn't an unreliable lead, especially if you're like I'll get up rocks and then it'll die. Maybe I'll get some chip aqua jump damage. Like that's not terrible as like a plan. I think Lapras.
And yeah, he's always been like noted because if the first Pokemon that appears on Team of the Zoroark is the last Pokemon, there's a good chance it is the.
Yeah. That was a crit as well. Just,
God,
I mean, to be fair, I don't like this. I think it's pretty clear the set from Ben is just not good. Like I don't like the Rocky Helmet defensive Zoroark. Because I think.
And I'm
Zoroark,
like, this is nasty plot. I can just. I can.
don't.
Oh,
Well,
he
the other
doesn't
thing is,
realize.
I don't think Ben knows how Unaware works.
And then this is exactly what I wanted right there.
Yeah, that's like again. I think I remember watching that. Like, and seeing that switch right away. It's like, oh.
Ugh, the panic. It's already like.
Like I'm kind of like sitting here wondering like why hasn't like Mawile I think is not a bad answer. Like I would have liked to see Mawile like a turn to go. It's fine switching in now because I think Lapras can't really stay in on it. But okay, but like because I think it threatens with Parasong right now. I don't know why Ben went. I don't like that Ben went for another power up punch. That felt really greedy. I feel like a play rough kills there, right?
No, I lived anything.
Oh Jesus Christ. Okay. So either way, I don't like it. Yeah, Ben's kind of forced to switch out. If he doesn't his next turn, I think it's not bad to do it now. Especially because this thing can kind of like tank moves from Claude. I
know this is Chlorophyll, so this is a I pivot. I use Mandibuzz to pivot into Typhlosion.
In a way, I think he's expecting the Brave Bird.
Oh, and then the sun is. Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. So now
This isn't even gonna want to take this.
Yeah.
Yeah. This looks so familiar.
No, I think this is just. And I will say, Sucker Punch, good move. I think. Like,
great move there, but I still at that point I got
the
the chip with Lapras.
It's over.
Yeah.
There's no way to beat Claude anymore on this team.
No, and I think that's just kind of the issue of Ben's team, where Ben has brought this like super specially defensive team. Like honestly, I feel like physical Bibarel could have kind of threatened Claude, like with liquidations. Like it doesn't want, especially with Unaware, you don't want to be staying in. Although it does get its kill, so who am I to judge? And like at this point, yeah.
Yeah, Lapras and Bibarel both get a kill this game.
But like Zamazenta comes in and like Zamazenta wins. I don't think it needs that iron defense.
It does too. That guarantees the I don't OHKO Moltres without it.
Even after.
Actually, I probably do after rocks.
Yeah, because it took damage. We know it's at like 31%.
Yeah, I would have OHKO'd. But I was like completely safe anyway. I had Lumberry in case of a T-Bolt paralysis.
Yeah. Either way, I want to make a hot take. Zamazenta is not on my MVP radar for this match, even though it cleans up.
No.
3.
Oh no.
I think Clodsire is the MVP of this game.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's MVP.
Probably Claude. Yeah.
Like I said, as soon as the game ended, like Clodsire shut down that team
No,
so hard. 'Cause that
exactly,
team was
that's-
so specially offensive and like set up sweeper
And like
that unaware Claude just could sit in front of the entire team.
I will say, I think part of it is, did Ben prep horribly into Clodsire? Like, not like, oh, Ben prepped horribly, but like, Ben, it feels like Ben has brought a team here, almost inviting Clodsire to, like, wall it. Like, there is stuff that could have been answers. Like, both Quagsire and Barrel are like, Quagsire, I think, could have even dealt with it with, like, earthquakes and, like, liquidations. Like, it would have been scarier for Claude, actually.
The thing with Ben's team, I feel like Ben's team, the only real physical attacker
Is Mega Mawile?
is weak to ground.
That he brought, yes. If he brought Primate, I think it's a different story. Which, honestly, Primate might not have been bad here. Wait a minute. Primate might have been actually really good here with, like, Terra Ghost.
Yeah, I did bring Crunch if it went Terra Ghost.
But, like, is it killing through EV Light?
I mean, if I get a sub up and some iron defenses, like, it can't kill me with
No,
if I'm Zama.
Can he curse you? Like, he could try those, like, Terra Ghost curse shenanigans as well again, which I think might not be
Yeah.
helpful. No, I feel like, again, Ben, it feels like there's something that was missing on this team. I feel like that's an issue with this team as well. Looking at that team, it is very specially heavy. And,
I also had Brave Bird on Mandibuzz, which I don't think it wants to take.
Yeah. No, I mean...
Pre-Terra.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I mean Ben's team, like, in general, I feel like his team, looking at it overall, is really, really specially offensive. Like, it's basically Mega Mawile and Primate are your physical attackers. Because Kamala...
Yeah, and it only has Volk for hazard removal.
Yeah, well, Kamala...
Which is not a real
Kamala
hazard
has
removal.
Rapid Spin.
Oh, true, Kamala. How could I forget my goat?
But, like, even then, those are...
I'm the world's #1 Kamala supporter. That thing should come every game.
But, like, even then, I feel like these are kind of, like, they're not reliable hazard removal, like, compared to, like, Mandibuzz Defog, or, like, on my team, like, Fortress Rapid Spin. Like, I feel like those are, like, it's like, yeah, I'll have those for sure. Like, if I'm bringing that Pokemon, they're going to have hazard removal. And I can always find, like, good angles for them. No, I feel like Ben's team really struggles in hazard removal, which made, like, Rox absolutely did play a factor as well. Because his team is really...
Especially because, like, I know, like, Galarian Moltres really likes running weakness policy, so it can't really afford to ever run boots.
Yeah.
And, like, if Volcarona came, Volcarona has to run boots.
Yeah, it's just, it feels this was a really good matchup for Claude.
This is a Claude game.
Honestly, for a lot of your months, yeah.
So yeah, MVP Claude, I feel like that's kind of like easily decided. Anyways, moving on, we have me versus Zach. Let me see if I can find... I can't find Zach's pace, but I don't think Zach sent his pace, but I did send mine. So I guess let's talk about the teams that were brought first. Zach has brought Ogerpon Ballspring, Iron Moth, Mega Beedrill, Regieleki, Poltegeist, Regice, and then I have brought Mega Pidgeot, Fortress, Dragapult, Kartana, Incineroar, and Seismitoad. I guess I'll talk about my team, because I don't have Zach's team, and there's no pace to go off of, so I guess I can explain what my team is. Mega Pidgeot is I feel like a standard-ish Mega Pidgeot set. It really only needs Hurricane as an attacking move, and
I was gonna say, like, I think he just run Defog just because you don't have anything else to run on it.
No, because it doesn't really feel like what do I bring Heat Wave for? Like Regice? No, Regice is gonna take a Heat Wave just as much as they take a Hurricane.
Yeah, Regice has 200 special defense.
Yeah, no, I'm never attacking it with Pidgeot. I feel like a Defog is also just a nice spring as well for like that extra. Because I won't lie, I thought this team still had Glamora on it when I was building. I forgot that he.
Oh, did he drop him?
Yes. Oh, I guess we can go over some of the roster moves as well that happened between week 1, and that was probably a good time to do so. Talk about them. So, Zach dropped Glamora, Driftblim, and Electros for Regieleki, Poltegeist, and Archeops. I won't lie, I completely forgot. I knew he had Regieleki, but I forgot he got rid of Glamora. Does that make sense?
I was gonna say, like, with a hyper offense team, I feel like you kind of want the Glamora.
I think the issue becomes you have 3 poison types in your like high tiers, which again, kind of a waste.
Yeah, and the other 2 are like your actual like offense mons.
Yeah, it's like when. Yeah, it's like, was it Lia who had like Meowscarada and Tapu Bulu before dropping them both? It's like, it feels like that, where it's like, yeah, you have 2 hyper offense mons that are same type. I mean, you still kind of have it with like Mega Beedrill and Iron Moth, and I don't like that. In all honesty, I really don't. I feel like Regieleki isn't a terrible pickup though. I feel like Poltegeist was also like a good pickup. I think it's a good, like, I mean, especially because it's like a shell smash sweeper. So if you want offense to team offense, I think Archeops is a horrible pickup. That mon's awful. I guess we'll go over the other trades as well real quick. Bacon, Jirachi for Celesteela. I think this is a good trade. It really did feel like Bacon couldn't get a lot of value out of Jirachi in that first week against Bushie. And then Maggie, Houndoom for Miltank, which I think is also just a good train for like a bulky one. That was actually technically active. That change was made like right after the cutoff, so right week 2 starts. It's not active till week 3, unless our week 2 opponent was Joe with it, which I don't think it was ever brought up or planned for, so I don't think it mattered. No, yeah, I think Celestial pickup was good for Bacon. I think the Miltank pickup good for Maggie. I don't know what the thoughts are, because they're kind of like, that last one especially is kind of like a to be seen change, I guess.
Yeah, but I think Miltank's always like a pretty good pickup. It's a very annoying cleric mon.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's very Cleric can be like surprisingly bulky, because I think what is its stat line?
Yeah, it's a bulky, but like it gets wish. It's a really great,
yeah, like
just
95
wish. It gets heal bell.
95, 105, 70. Like the 70 is not a lot, like special defense, but like
Does it get body press?
It does get body press, yeah.
Yeah, that's a solid one.
Yeah,
It gets body slam. It loves spamming body slam for Parachance
like,
as well.
I think, in all honesty, like these are 3 abilities as well. You can find places to bring them, especially Sap Zipper when you have a Mega Swampert carry team in rain.
Yeah, I think any Sap Zipper mon with like something like, not Sap Zipper, but I ran in an IPL season. One of my favorite duos to bring was Scissor Swampert.
Yeah.
Just because makes it, because the grass types do not want to deal with the Scizor, and the fire types don't want to deal with the Swampert.
Yeah. No, this kind of feels like this could, like, it's kind of like, also like how you had Go-Goat for Float Soul in Season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's that Sap Zipper, like, kind of, like, checks a little bit. No, I like this pickup, actually. I'm excited to see what it does. Yeah, because you can run, like, Body Press sets, you can even run, like, Seismic Toss sets, either. Yeah. I guess now I'll go over my team for Zach. I talked about Mega Pidgeot. Holy Hand Grenade, this was really I went, like, hyper defensive with this set. I was actually planning at first on bringing, like, a Custap Berry Explosion set, but decided against it in favor of a more, like, defensive wall. Because I was like, oh, wait, it kind of, like, walls, like, all of Zach's physically offensive core. And I kind of like the look of it, actually. So yeah, Stealth Rocks and Rapid Spin, because I think they fit really well together. Body Press just protect so you can get more leftovers healing, and Body Press for damage. Okay, now my favorite set I made for this battle, which is the Dragapult set. Dragapult's really good into Zach's team.
Scarf. Oh.
So the Scarf, I was really, really worried about Scarf Iron Moth. So this Pult is Scarfed, so that way it always outspeeds Scarf Iron Moth, and after rocks, Psychic Fangs kills. Dragon Darts is for stab, U-turns for pivot, and Phantom Force was for dealing with Does Zach have like a really strong psychic type? I forget. Gardevoir. It was for Gardevoir. That's what it was. Yeah. No, I really liked it. Pretty standard Kartana set. Jolly, Scarf, max attack, max speed. Outspeed everything late game and kill him, you know. This Incineroar set is designed solely to counter Ogerpon. Intimidate, Parting Shot, Will-O-Wisp. Pasho Berry ensures I survive an Ivy Crunchroll, Fake Out as well for Chip. And then this Seismitoad set is designed to survive and return kill on if Iron Moth has Giga Drain, because I was actually really scared about Iron Moth on this team. That Pokemon's like fucking terrifying, actually.
It's a really good mod.
Yeah.
You live in Ivy Cudgel crit.
I think so, actually, yeah.
You don't remember goes to Intimidate
no.
too, so it's like...
No, I don't, but if I get
with
Fake Out...
With the Beret, you could,
yeah.
maybe.
If I get Fake Out Chip, though, Dragapult can clean up anyway, and will outspeed, so... Yeah. And Mega Pidgeot also outspeeds, so yeah, that's kind of the plan. Anyways, I guess let's get into the battle. I lead Pult because, again, it's... Oh, I will say there's actually one more thing on Zach's team I was scared about. And that was Zach's tier 5 mods. Which were Croc and Mighty Anna. Because...
Oh, those are problematic for Pult.
No,
because I think they both have pretty hard-hitting sucker punches.
So no, yes and no. Mighty Anna has Sucker Punch. Croc doesn't. However, Croc gets Pursuit and is almost always would always be slower than my Pult, which means it would get the damage boost Pursuits. No, like, I did not know what to do. Like, I'd have to completely rework my early game plan if those were brought, but neither was brought, so it's fine. I just go for the straight. Straight go into it. But Zach swaps out. And in comes Incin on a very powerful Horn Leech. And that's Chip. I feel like that's an awkward Will-O-Wisp. I will say, remember how I said this thing was the most threatening thing on his team for my team? Nope!
Oh, there it goes.
I feel like, I don't know what the Psychic was for. Like, I don't know what would be really hit with Psychic on my team that I brought. Which is what kind of confused me. Like, I guess it does decent damage to anything. And I was like, okay, I don't want to stay in on this. So I got a really nice Parting Shot there.
No, we shouldn't make the numbers go up like mine.
Yeah. I like when the numbers don't go up. Yeah, obviously we want to get Mega Pidgeot out of there. As here comes this, I was expecting the switch, didn't know what to expect. As I see this thing goes for Shell Smash, and I'm like, uh-oh. However, fun fact.
Not what you want to see.
Fun fact. Scarf Dragapult outspeeds with my EVs, outspeeds Poltegeist, and Dragon Darts kills.
Yeah, Scarf Pull. It was crazy.
I was terrified about what this thing could do.
It's a really good matchup for Scarf Pull, yeah.
No, it really is.
Yeah, it's a very good brain for Scarf Pult.
Also, this is just kind of unlucky. Sure. Whatever. No point trying to save it or anything.
Regice Goat.
Regice dead.
Regice Goat.
Back comes Incin. I'm expecting, sure.
Yeah.
Seeing that Chip.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's great, Chip.
Yeah.
Sure, we let it die. Because here's the thing, I know this thing doesn't get priority moves, and pulled out speeds it.
Yeah, I know. Pull clean up. Oh my god.
Thunder Cage, sure. That's...
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, it always hits twice.
Yeah, I know it always hits twice, but the 48 into 52 is...
Yeah, I think that was a min roll and a max roll. No, I think this was just a really good match for Bolt. Yeah. I've learned my lesson of don't bring special Pult if I'm not bringing not giving it glasses. It needs specs to work as a special mon. It's a really good special mon with specs, but like I don't think it works as well. It doesn't work without it. Because it's also really good physically.
Well, like, look what you clicked Dragon Darts 4 times. That's it's 4 kills, 4 Dragon Darts, right?
I think it actually. Wait, was it actually? Was every Dragon Darts a kill?
I think it was. Unless it might be 3 kills.
No, it was. It was. Yeah. No, it was 4. It was 4 kills because it
I mean,
kills Ogrepon, Regieleki, Poltegeist, and Mega Beedrill.
Easy MVP.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's
Yeah.
my MVP. Anyone in disagreement?
Like, no, I think that's like the obvious MVP of the battle.
I mean, yeah. Like I think it's kind of like Claude Sire, where it's like this just feels like a match made for it. Like when the most threatening thing for my team, Iron Moth, because I can't bring my special ball. My special ball is weak to its stab. Like I'm not bringing Sylveon. But like when I see, oh, what's that? A non-stab move, one shots after rocks? Sure. No, yeah, I think this was just a really good match for Bolt. Very happy with its success in this match. Alright, moving on. We have Lia versus Bushie. This was actually this is actually the first match of week 1 that was done. Or week 2. Week 2, sorry, that was done, and I think it's kind of... I've noticed a trend where like it feels like when like matches are done early, almost like the person who like instigates the match usually does better, it feels. Or like not instigates, but like asks for the match early, like has like a better chance.
Yeah.
Which like I feel like that's just it's kind of like a more like oh yeah, I've prepped already, so like you're ready to go. So the person's like, yep, sure, let me prep.
Yeah, that is sometimes how it like is with that.
But let's talk about the teams. Lia has brought King Gambit, Sandy Shocks, Volcanion, Clefable, Yanmega, and Samurott. Bushie has brought Mega Lopunny, Golden Go, Hydreigon, Lycanroc, Muck, and Claydol. Is this like the same team that he brought for week 1? No, he brought 4 mods, but no, he didn't bring Ribombee or Moltres. I will say I think these are both. The Claydol's a really interesting bring to me. I feel like it's 4 Sandy Shocks. Because like I feel like Claydol isn't good into like the rest of Lia's team. Like it's not good into Kingambit, it's not good into Volcanion, it's not good into like Samurott, or like what's her other like high tiers? It's not good into Hisui and Decidueye really. Like I feel like Claydol kind of has a rough week, like a rough matchup here, right?
And sometimes you just bring them on to do one specific task.
That's true. I guess it was brought to be the Rapid Spinner. Yeah. That's probably it.
Oh, it's an ancient power sweeper.
I mean,
I
it
believe.
looks like I'm guessing it's to be like special wall and spin, like
Yeah.
which I think it can do very well. I like the Muck. I like Muck a lot. I think Sticky Hole Rocket Helmet's always a really good bring. I like that. It's a fun tech. Lycanroc's here to clean up. Golden Go's here to clean up. Lopunny's here to like do clean up / pivot.
Punch holes.
Yeah.
Like it's a team where you're basically chilling with like Hydreigon and Goldango as your resist everything in the game combo, and then
Yeah.
you show up with like Lopunny, Lycanroc Dusk, especially because Lycanroc Dusk is a mon that A should have been tier 2, and B, if it's not tier 2, should have been Terra banned.
I'm sure I'll be fine. No,
Like that is definitely one of like the big oopsies I think that just was like missed.
I mean, yeah, but we also have Terra Sandy Shock, so
Yeah, that was also an oops.
yeah. Which I will say, I think Sandy Shocks is definitely a good bring here. Kind of wondering why Terra Blast though when you have Earth Power in your Terra Ground. That feels like an oopsies, like unintentional.
That feels like I just didn't think about it, honestly.
King Gambit without Sucker Punch feels wrong. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, I gotta wait. Why would you? ever not. I guess Pursuit kind of makes sense.
No, Pursuit. I can see Pursuit, especially with like how Bushie's playing defensively with like Gold.
Yeah.
But like this is a Pokemon that lives and or dies by Sucker Punch. You need Sucker Punch. Like it's kind of awful without it, if I'm being honest. I think Vested Volcanion, pretty standard strat. Pretty standard set as well. I think it's a good supportive Clefable set. Unsure if the Unaware is super... Actually, I think the Unaware might... I guess the Unaware is for Specs, or not Specs, Nasty Plot Golden Go. But like you're not surviving a Make It Rain either way. And in that regard, actually, I think having Unaware kind of hurts you. Because if you don't know, you ignore your opponent's stat drops as well with Unaware. So you can't take, like, you don't get that, like, it doesn't get that, like, Make It Rain drop against you. Specs Yanmega I think is okay. I'm not big on it though. I'm not big on Yanmega either. Little confused. I don't like that Samurott set either. I'll be honest. Just because of how, like, I don't like Taunt on slow Pokemon, if that makes sense. I feel like Taunt is really a move you want to use it proactively, so using it on a faster Pokemon to deny your opponent's moves. So, like, I think like Cyclizar is a really good Taunter because it's so fast. Crobat's a really good Taunter.
Yeah.
Samurott is not fast. It's very, very much the opposite, and I feel like it's not benefited by having Taunt. I guess we should go over Bushie's team. Oh, we did go over Bushie's team. What am I fucking saying? No, I like this one set really. I guess like this is the one set I think is like yep, perfectly fine. Every other set I feel like has an issue with it in my honest opinion. What are your guys' thoughts?
I think I kind of mentioned like some of like the question marks on this team, like the Terrablast. Oh, it's Terrablast and Earth Power.
Exactly. That's why I'm confused.
Like, I feel like you would want just like Volt Switch. Although you are like Proto, you are Booster, so maybe not, but still like it's a electric type. It likes being able to pivot. King Gambit, I feel like always wants to have Sucker Punch. I get the AV, but also what is AV for? Like, what does King Gambit like AV help with?
I guess like Fire Blast from Hydreigon, but that's really all I can really.
I guess, but what are you doing back to it with that move set?
No, yeah, that's a good question. That's one thing I was wondering as well. Is like that's what I can think of is like, but I don't like it. I'd rather like.
Because hang on, what is the rest of Bushie's team? What does the Poison Jab hit? Because it does nothing into this team.
Ribombee, I guess.
Ribombee.
But actually,
you have Kowtow. You have Steel Stab.
I was literally about to say like, why not just bring Iron Head? I feel like Iron Head would be better.
Like I just bring like I've used King Gambit in like one league, and I think you just bring Iron Head, Sucker Punch, Swords Dance every game.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's a questionable bring in my opinion. It's the sets here like feel confused. But like and when I look at like Bushie sets, I can tell like okay, with that Claydol set, I can feel like there's despite Claydol being a questionable pick for this match with like the match that has a lot of Pokemon on this team, I can see the purpose of. Also, I will say I feel like Kowtow Cleef is not good in this format because you can get knockoff on King Gambit, can't you?
Yeah, it's Nat Dex.
Yeah, exactly. So. Oh shit. But like I feel like King Gambit, like I feel like you'd rather bring knockoff over Sucker or like Kowtow Cleave because like Kowtow, I mean I guess Kowtow Cleave does more damage to them if they've not been knocked off, but like if they haven't, it smells good. Yeah, I guess into the battle. Yeah, I feel like Lycanroc's a really good lead here. Very good matchup. Basically forces a switch turn 1. And yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Like, oh.
Yeah, that's what that mon does.
Yeah,
And I'll be back.
I mean, that's really good resist, and I think that's a really good use of pursuit there, like right there.
Yeah, that was good. That was great. Oh,
Like,
if he Mega lives that, it goes crazy, but it never
yeah,
does.
but it's like I guess that's the issue, like not scarf or. I mean, to be fair, like he already had it switched in. That side shocked him more than I thought it would, actually. Jeez. That. I think, like, Gambit's a really good switch in here, except for that part where it does get Dream. Like, I feel like Muck's, especially as a Pokemon, doesn't mind.
Muck's really good versus this.
Yeah, Muck doesn't mind running Drain Punch. Like, it gives it some recovery, which it actually kind of lacks otherwise, and it gets, like, Pain Split, and that's it.
Yeah.
I also don't like the, like, Samurott switching, but, like, to be fair, it's kind of hard with this team because Muck is really, like, specially bulky, and this is a very specially offensive team now. Lucky Live by Samurott, and good Toxic. I feel like you kind of Saki there, right? Go for the,
Oh, the flash can there.
Yeah, like, I feel like you go for the Vacuum Wave. No?
Yeah, probably.
Good Wish. You can't stay in, though, and, like, that just feels like the wrong
And now the
choice.
wish is gone.
Yeah, like, I think getting that wish to something, passing that wish would have been really good.
I mean, Earth Power kills all three, or like does at least very
Yeah.
large amount of damage to all three in the back. But yeah,
No.
you probably switch in Volcanion and then just get your health back. Oh my god,
That's game,
this fucking
and,
dog.
And with no Sucker Punch as well, you can't, like, clean up kills with the defense drop.
Yeah, like I feel like King Gambit really wants to be able to clean up.
No, it does.
Like that's like what it does. It shows up at the end of the game with Supreme Overlord, and cleans up the end game.
Yeah, and I think
With that Sucker, you just don't do that.
Is that an MVP Lycanroc game?
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be.
It just fucking bopped him on immediately at the start.
It just shows up and gets kills. That's all it does.
Killed the Volcanion.
Like when Sandy Shocks dies turn 1 to because Leah doesn't have a ghost type, does she? No, yeah. So like, there's really nothing that can be brought that kind of I mean, this team is another team where I feel like it does have issues, because what really could have countered, this feels like a Lycanroc free game as well. Like, what stops Lycanroc? I don't think anything does. Like, I guess if you're Scarf, that's the other thing. I feel like Mega should have been Scarf, right? Outspeeds Lopunny, outspeeds Unscarf. Lycanroc.
I mean, it still dies to an Accelerock.
Oh yeah, good point. Never mind. Still, I feel like Scarf, because it doesn't die to Lopunny there. I think they might even kill Lopunny there. How much? Yeah, I feel like if it outspeeds Lopunny, it can kill Lopunny with an Air Slash. No, instead it feels pretty one-sided. I think it's been a rough start for Leah for sure. I mean, no one wants being 0-2 is not the position anyone wants to be in. Very well played from Bushie. Moving on, we have Bacon versus Jommy. You can see Bacon's already bringing in that Celesteela, which I think we're talking about it being a good pickup for him, which I 100% still believe.
Yeah, I think this team wanted the extra. Now this team has some serious bulk.
Yeah, I don't have
between Screamtail and Hydrapple and Celesteela. This team is very annoying to get rid of now.
No, I agree. I think especially now that Toxtricity coming this week is also in a very nice spring. I feel like it definitely gives this team a little bit more offensive prowess as well. King Gambit, or not King Gambit, Hitmontop brings some nice utility. in which I do think even like with that offensive set, like bringing that intimidate and rapid spin, I think is really nice. I don't like the speed boosting though. I really don't like that. I think I said, did I say this to you before, Lex? I
think we mentioned it before. I like Hitmontop as a defensive mon.
Like,
I don't know what max speed does on it.
I'm sorry, but like 95, 110, you boost max HP with Intimidate or like Assault Vest sets. You take any hit your opponent gives you on that side of the spectrum. Like,
yeah. Like, I have used Hitmontop, and I just like it as an AV mon. It's just a really nice AV mon.
It loves running AV mon, because it can run AV and bring utility, or it can be like Rocky Helmet and like be like a more physically defensive set. Like, it doesn't want max speed. It wants to be bulky, because it has the move pool to be bulky. Oh my god! I know why it's max speed! I know why it's max speed.
Oh, that's wait, shit, why is it?
Because I think Bacon just grabbed the set off of Smogon.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm actually surprised the recommended set is max speed.
Yeah, so am I.
Rapid spin. It's focused around rapid spin, really.
I don't know. Like, it might be like a specific like niche for PU, which again,
probably
we're looking at. But like that's the thing is like you're not looking. You can't build at max speed. Like, what does it being max speed bring? That is the question. I guess it outspeeds like some of Jommy's other Pokemon in his team, but like I feel like it would want that HP more. Specs you probably a pretty good bring. Jommy seems like a little bit slower, so I think bringing that Specs is like you're able to get away with it a bit more. Max speed double attacking move Screamtail.
Could be cooking, maybe.
No, not cooking. Not cooking. I don't
wait,
like
sure.
that.
Wait, no, wait. I just checked the what? No, not cooking.
Yeah, not cooking.
Decidedly uncooked.
I'd like to see Shift Gear on a Throat Spray Toxicity set. Otherwise, it's not really as threatening. I don't think
it has a chance to ever click spikes.
Exactly. Yeah, like Shift Gear, I think you can find more like those options for, and then like with one Shift Gear, it can win the game. I like the Celesteela set. I like the Hydrapple set. Nope, never mind. I don't. I see nasty. Wait. Okay, please tell me that speed creeps something. Please tell me that speed creeps something on Jommy's team.
What would it be if it's not speed creeping?
Well, why else would Bacon have 132 speed EVs on Hydrapple?
What does it say on Smogon?
Don't. I swear to fucking Christ. Don't you so help me God. Oh, thank God.
Wait, no.
Okay, that's max speed, so it's clearly not that. Here's one with some, but that's like also like HP investment and stuff.
So let me pull up the calc.
I believe it.
Actually, Bacon and I did discuss on this slightly. Let me pull up Bacon and let me just search up.
I guess it outspeeds like Melmetal. That could be it. Could outspeed Melmetal.
Yeah, it was what Hydrapple at 132 speed.
Yeah. What speed is it at?
So 132 puts it at 265.
265. Wait, so yeah, it just outspeeds. Wait, Hydrapple. Are you sure that's correct? 265.
Oh, Hydreigon.
No, it's Hydrapple we're looking at, not Hydreigon.
Yep, I put in the wrong mod. It puts it at 157.
Okay. So okay. Bacon did actually prep correctly. So he outspeeds if they have no speed boost, which they probably don't. He outspeeds Melmetal, Venusaur, and Melodic. So not unreasonable. I don't like the nasty plot Hydrapple sets though. I think I was very, very, very against it last week. I'm still very against it.
I mean, I'm kind of I mean, I've ran it before.
You can run it, but like I feel like it depends. Like
It's not something you run every week.
exactly, especially when like Venusaur's happy to run Sludge Bomb, and Melodic's happy to run Ice Beam, and I don't think you, or especially, or like Flygon as well existing on this team. There's a lot of stuff that threatens it, and it won't outspeed all of it, and I think it puts it in a really awkward position. Anyways, let's get into the battle. I think Flygon's a good lead from Jommy because it can U-turn out, and it's also, I think Jommy's like default rocker. Leech Seed's also just good from Bacon. I think getting a little bit of chip early is always good. Heavy Slam, I think Heavy Slam is just his main source of damage. He has Air Slash, but I feel like Heavy Slam is more reliable. I don't understand the point of the Protect. Like, nothing can really immediately threaten Celesteela from Melodic, so I feel like just going for another Leech Seed would be better, safer, more reliable, however you want to call it. Instead, you get Skull Burn on Hydrapple right away. I feel like actually getting Dragon Tailed out isn't bad for Hydrapple because it's going to heal out more than it actually took from the Dragon Tail. Also, Rapid Spinning the Rock Swipe, really good. And I think, yeah, smart to not stay in. Not good to get Leech Seeded, though. Especially when you do have a Pokemon immune to Leech Seed. Yeah. That's a, like, nothing turn of damage. Actually, I think... Oh my god, yeah. Melmetal does a lot of damage.
It does.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, no. Bacon kind of has to swap there, I feel. I don't know if Chi-Yu is the right Pokemon. Never mind, it does heal a lot off of fucking...
You Leech Seed a ton, yeah.
Yeah. Dark...
That's... Oh my god, it's dead. That's
I feel like that
That's
has to
Specs
be...
Chi-Yu.
That has to be anticipating the swap, right? Or just... Because if that kills 82% Melmetal...
It doesn't.
Yeah.
I doubt. But Fire Move probably would have.
I think Saki
Oh my
Chi-Yu
god.
is...
Yeah.
I hate this turn from Bacon. I really do.
I feel like you just always switch into Hydrapple.
No,
Is the melodic-
exactly.
Spadef
And this is where I like.
Like,
This
do you
is
think
why
it
I
killed?
like AV Apple because AV Apple turns it into a mixed wall.
Exactly. I don't know if it's Spadef invested. I mean, Melodic already is insanely specially bulky, so
Yeah. I'm wondering if he like thought it killed or something.
Like, I think this is actually a really good. Also, I don't get why go for Fickle Beam and not just Giga Drain. I don't know. Go for that stab. You know,
Fickle
stab.
Beam is funny.
It is, but like, you could also instead do real. But like, even then, you're not doing a lot of damage. And yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. I was worried about. Also, we know this is speed invested Melodic because Hydrapple is outspeeding it. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, Hydrapple only outspeeds Melodic if it's like 0 IVs as well. Oh, never mind. I think Tox is a really good swap here because you do force that swap. Good fucking Boom Burst as well. I think that... I don't know if crit mattered. I feel like it did. And like you do really good damage.
Oh, that's great.
Boom Burst now because Punk Rock is a fun ability.
Yep.
Yeah, I think swapping Hitmontop's really good here. But still, look how much damage
Oh my
does.
god, it's dead.
And that's why you run HP and investment on Hitmontop.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like you don't
To be for that, I don't even know if it would even matter. Cause critting through Intim is like.
Yeah, but the first, I mean, maybe because
ton.
the first attack might not have done as much, and you have the bulk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're kind of like happy to let Hydrapple die. God, that doesn't. I feel actually, I will say, I think like the heal block is not bad, but like I don't like. I feel like there is a move slot wasted on Stringtail by having both Dazzling Gleam.
Yeah,
and
you're
Psychic
so
Noise.
Like
Like you don't do a lot of damage. I think having one or
kinda-
the other is perfectly fine. Like Psychic Noise does give you some nice utility. Like I would have preferred if Bacon had like Thunder Wave or something on Stringtail. This is over. This is game over. I feel like I think Toxtricity's in a really good position against Raikou. Oh, never mind. But I think because Jommy's I think specs. I want to say, judging by Bacon's investment, I want to say this is actually specs Raikou.
oh, is it? Yeah.
And also like Bacon kind of just out heals.
Yep.
And out damages. He basically just has to like protect here, so he doesn't get like max rolled or like crit, and he's won. I think this is really well played with Celestial at the end. Like I don't like Jirachi doesn't win those. Like so, I think that the pickup is already immediately showing its value.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think he's very good. I think Bacon, like, I think Jommy was playing well. I think Bacon did play well at very good certain moments, but I think at other times Bacon played horribly, if I'm being honest. I feel like Chi Yu died for no reason. But, in the end, I will say, impressive win from Bacon. Now, who's the MVP?
Steela?
I think it has to be Steela, because I don't think another Pokemon...
It's Steela or Tox, but I think he wins with Steela. I don't think he wins without Steela.
No, I agree. And that's why I'm going to say Steela. Alright, moving on. Back about complete. We move to the last battle of groups 1 and 2. Storm versus Ellie.
Hmm.
Let me pull up the...
Did I send my Pokepaste?
we're about to find out.
Because I can just grab it if you need it.
I don't think you guys did. I think I can pull up Ellie's real quick as well.
I can just send you my, let me,
Yeah.
I sent it to Maggie, I'm pretty sure, for in case.
Okay, so this is... I have an outdated version, but this is basically what Ellie had, I think. I think the only difference change between teams is that Ellie went from Water Pulse on Glaceon to Terra Blast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where's your DM? So let me give you, I'm trying to give it to you. Okay. It should be updated.
Yeah, this looks about right. From what I remember.
It should be where I brought you. A bit outdated, maybe by one move or something, but...
But yeah, overall these... So let's look at the teams. Arya's brought Mega T-Tar, Toedscruel, Coffagrigus, Kilowattrel, Swalot, and Dragapult. Elia's brought Mega Gallade, Duraludon, Rotom Heat, Mimikyu, Roserade, and Glaceon. I think Glaceon... So, I think, yeah, that's a very, very normal Mega Gallade set. Pretty standard support Duraludon. I kind of prefer physical bulk on Duraludon over special, though, if I'm being honest, just because I think getting that like more body press damage and already having that higher physical defense, especially this feels more like a ladder set, which I want to say it is. Yep. Oh, verbatim. Yeah. Nope, that's exactly what it is. I feel like there's no reason to really bring light metal as well. I feel like you kind of just want stalwart, really, if anything. I mean, to be fair, like none of these abilities are good, like really good.
They're okay, I guess.
No, none of them are good, really.
I mean, like, I guess, like, Stalwart's the only good one, I guess.
Because it avoids redirection.
Does redirecting even do anything in singles?
I want to say it might let you...
I'm still used to, like, somewhat playing doubles, that's why, when I used to.
I know, I want to say it, like, ignores, like, Lightning Rod and stuff, but I could be wrong. Other than that, then, no, if it doesn't do that. Yeah, I would rather see, like, physical bulk, especially when, like, the main threats that you have to deal with are Mega T-Tar and Dragapult. Like, I feel like that would have been...
Yes, it ignores Storm Drain and Lightning Rod.
Okay, yeah, so that's...
It's just the target redirecting effects, though.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
So it still only matters in doubles. It has zero use in singles.
No. Oh, yeah.
Well, I believe you can hit I guess like if you target
It's
something with
the redirecting effect that gets canceled out,
yeah, so you can
not
like
the immunity.
Oh, so never mind. It is completely useless in
It is
singles.
useless in singles.
So I mean, so Duran disabilities just suck in singles. Okay.
Yeah, I think like
Just need like heavy slam. I don't know.
in which
Heavy
case,
slam, heavy
I
metal is the only
guess.
useful thing I think.
or like avoiding
I guess. Yeah.
I guess.
low kick damage.
Yeah, light metal lets you avoid low kick damage. It's weird. Very
Effects.
And
niche.
Sword.
it's not going to come in cinch or anything.
No, it's not going to have any real. It's going to be very niche, if anything. I think this is a pretty standard support modem heat set. Oh, wait a second. Uh-oh.
What?
I'm gonna have to give Ellie a heads up because Hidden Power is banned, and I'm seeing now they brought Hidden Power Roserade.
Oh.
Don't think it affected the battle, but
No, they never used it.
exactly. That's why I'm shocked. 'Cause I didn't even see they
Yeah.
had it. Yeah, I'll just have to give that heads up. I think that's pretty standard like offense Mimikyu set, like trying to sweep with Trailblaze. And that's this Specs Glaceon, which I don't think is terrible here. Meanwhile, on your side,
because Glaceon is like not a fast mon.
No, yeah.
So like you don't outspeed too much, even trying to go.
Oh, I just realized the other max speed. No, that feels weird. I would have rather the HP book investment.
I was wondering like why I went faster. I guess I found out why.
Yeah, I mean, like I could have seen it like speed creep, but like max speed. Unless like that speed creeps, you know. That feels like a setup, like offensive T-Tar set. That's a very nice supportive, with 4 stats invested in.
Yeah, I had Maggie help me with some of it. But
I just find it a bit funny.
I was just like,
I kind of almost would have preferred with Fly EMZ. I feel like I would have preferred Hurricane on Kilowattrel just for like even more.
yeah,
I like the Coffee Riga set, especially if you're predicting like knockoffs and stuff, which I don't feel like. Yeah, I don't think Ellie has like a real like good knockoffer though. Sticky Hold Focus Sash feels a little redundant.
Yeah, I mean I've always been a big believer in Sticky Hold Rocky Helmet.
The reason why is basically so we could use counter.
Oh, okay.
Counter, that's the reason why.
More like I don't think you need Sticky Hold for that case.
I mean, that's why I just was like, just the main reasons for countering.
Yeah, and obviously then the offensive Dracovic set to get boosted in sand and be faster in sand, but then
it didn't come in cinch because in sand we literally ended the turn before, but
yeah. All right, let's get into the battle. Yeah, because I think does Ellie have a dark type? Do they have?
I'm pretty sure no.
Yeah. Oh wait, Tyrantar. Which
I mean, wait, Tyranitar is dark. Yeah,
You have it.
I mean, no, I keep assuming it's a dragon, even though I have it. It's always that one Pokemon always assume is fucking dragon.
Oh, it's Rock Dark. Anyways, let's get into the battle. I think Ellie's really liking this Rotom Heat lead, which I don't think is a bad lead by any means. I think the
Maybe switch.
What Terra type were they again on Duraludon? I didn't even check at that. They're Terra fighting. Like, to be fair, I feel like after you see the Iron Defense, you kind of do want to just Terra fighting so you don't get body pressed. I think Dragon Tailing forcing out is really good. That's really like not what you want to come in. Is this a secret tech?
You just got rid of your negative priority ability.
Secret tech. Bring Mummy Coffagrigus and then bring Spore on to like Toad's shit. Get rid of Mycelium Might.
Mycelium Might's kind of doo doo.
No, it's a nerfing ability. It's meant to be doo doo. I think I will
say it's. I mean, does this not have Spore?
No, it's just set.
Oh, I feel like if you're bringing that mon, you kind of want to bring Spore.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen the AV sets do really well on it because it does get knock off rapid spin, and then you can bring like dual stab.
There's,
Yeah,
like,
that's
I think it has
fair.
OK special attack as
It's
well.
like
Yeah, I think that's like
it's like
AV.
bringing AV Komala because AV or
Mhm.
Komala gets like knock U-turn rapid spin.
Yeah, because keep in
It was
mind,
one
so
of the most
does.
recommended. It was one of the recommended small guns.
Yeah, no, like I think this set does actually work really well.
Okay.
No, this set was. Let's now this was uploaded before the May tier shift, which introduced 50 Pokemon to ZU. Jesus Christ.
There, that's
Uh,
how many.
oh,
It's
that's
been a while since I checked
yeah.
ZU.
I think Rotom's a really good swap in, especially if you know this is a Z captain, because then like it tanks both electric or flying Z moves.
I mean, the issue is though,
I kind of actually no, you can't trick there. Yeah, I think T-Tar coming in is really nice for you. And like,
I fucking lucky I didn't mega.
it doesn't matter. But
I
like,
mean,
yeah,
yeah, you
going for the knockoff's really good here.
I had to turn in my battle right in Mega as
Now
well.
watch it click hidden power fighting that turn.
And had hidden power fire.
Fire. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Mimikyu is like actually like kind of good here. Because yeah, you can
yeah.
get that Trailblaze. It's with disguise. It's basically free. That's just like nothing.
Yeah, the issue with Mimikyu is it kind of wants to get a Trailblaze and an SD up. I can only really
Yeah.
ever get one.
No, I 100% agree. Also, I will say that
So it's like not
does
quite
way more
fast
damage
enough
than
and
I
not
thought it
quite
would.
strong enough.
I feel like, again, this feels like two moments in this battle now where both against Kafagrigus, where I feel like Ellie really wants to Terra their Mons, but they just don't.
Mm-hmm.
Or like it'd really be like the correct play too.
Was assuming they were going to Terra. That's why.
Yeah, I think that's
Like,
that's a
assuming.
lovely kill for Tyranitar from Sand.
Mhm.
That's an unfortunate miss because I think T-Tar dies there. And yeah, you're kind of forced to go for that like Shadow Sneak just to get a little bit of chip because otherwise you die for nothing. Don't know. I mean, there's nothing.
It was
really
basically.
to do. Yeah.
This is-
I feel like this is another case where like maybe it was like they're kind of worried about what Sync could do, but like I feel like you bring Gallade out a bit earlier, and then kind of hope that like Rotom.
So they've gone different if the Mimikyu didn't miss.
No, I genuinely think it does. I think it 100% goes differently if Mimikyu doesn't miss.
Yeah.
Because then it's a 3v1, and I feel like even though there is sand, I feel like Fishy is not like Mr. Fish is not in as good a spot.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because we know once sand ends, and I think you can stall out or do like a little bit more chip damage to it at least before sand ends.
Yeah.
Because I think does Rotom outspeed it in sand even, or with Scarf? I feel like it might. I could be completely wrong. 174 times 2, so that's like 350. 298. That's like 450. Yeah, no. Oh, sorry, 273. Oh, that's like 550. Yeah, no, never mind. No, it doesn't outspeed. Yeah, no. You were max speed, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, it doesn't outspeed. No, I think that maybe the battle does end the same way. I don't know. We don't know because we didn't get. I mean, how many turns after?
If standing it in like literally determined it would have gone no matter how it was right now.
Oh yeah, no, never mind. I think
how it was right now.
I mean, I think it's kind of just like an unfortunate miss. I feel like there was a few missed Terra opportunities. Who the fuck do we give MVP here? I'm almost inclined to say Mega T-Tar because it did kind of get some really good hits and dodge epically that play rough.
Yeah. Skillfully dodged.
Yeah. It did also get 4 kills. So.
Nah, I'd win.
And yeah, that concludes the matches between groups 1 and groups 2. So now we move on to the matches between groups 3 and 4. And to start them off, we have Poke versus Nate. I think both of these teams had a rough week 1, and we're looking kind of maybe for like a redemption tour. Obviously, only one of them is going to get it. And let's see. Did they send their sets?
There's
No.
Norms and crap pokies.
They did not send their sets. So let's talk about. I guess we'll talk about their teams with what we see, and I guess we can. This will be more of a critiquing.
This is the exact same team they brought into me. By
I
the way.
did notice that. Yeah, I did notice that Tim did bring the exact same team, and I'm wondering if that's either just do they feel confident in the 6, or does that mean their lower half? Because this is all their tier 0 to tier 3, like,
Okay.
like, and like to be fair, I think this bottom half is really, really poor. I think this top half isn't terrible. I think it's very clear looking at this team, though, there's some issues with role compression where, like, you have a couple Pokemon that kind of do similar things. If you're running Physical Valiant, you have no Special Sweeper. Guard and Gliscor both want to be Physical Walls. I mean, Reveroom kind of also wants to be, like, sometimes, like, a physical, like, setup sweeper. So I feel like there's a lot of like issues with like role identity on this team. I feel like you can combine, get rid of either Guard or Gliscor and get like another more real Pokemon that feels like a role, like a special attacker or like another like bulky Utilitymon. Like I guess we can talk about it. But yeah, so they've brought Iron Valiant, Garganacl, Mega Sharpedo, not Mega Garchomp. Gliscor, Jellicent, Revavroom, and then Nate has brought Ogremon Hearthflame, Primarina, Crobat, Ursaluna, Scrafty, and Armaldo. Curious about the Armaldo. I think Crobat's really good. I think this team still also has issues as well. I think this is a battle of two teams looking at them that do have issues. I think regular Ursaluna is really bad without Trick Room. That's my issue with it.
It's really a gets one kill and then dies mon.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Scrafty I'm curious about as well. I guess it could like because when you see Iron Valiant on the enemy team, I don't feel like Scrafty should be touching your field. Like, I don't know. Let's see some in the battle then. I think Armaldo, I think this is like Nate's like go-to like setup like rock spawn. And that feels like a really greedy curse because I feel like maybe Heavy Slam or Salt Cure would have done. Oh my god! Wow, what was I about to say? Yeah, Salt Cure kind of does a lot of damage. Yeah, those two really good Salt Cures in a row.
God. Yeah.
I will say I'm not a big fan of Curse Guard, and this is kind of like it trades 1 for 1. I feel like you want Garg alive though, right?
Sharpedo.
Yeah, Sharpedo's
It says Mega Sharpedo or no?
It is Mega Sharpedo.
Right.
I think playing for the
speed boost this week.
Yeah.
No psychic fangs.
No psychic fangs or ice fang. That feels really confusing.
That's weird. What ability did they bring?
Well, it has to be Strong Jaw.
I mean, yeah.
It's not really a dark type, so like.
Why do you bring any of
But like again, like Sharpedo does get good like coverage Fang moves. It gets Ice Fang, it gets Psychic Fangs, it gets
Poison
Fang. Yeah, like honestly, I could see Crunch, Poison Fang, Psychic Fang being a good moveset here. And like you threaten basically everything on Nate's team. It feels like stuff's missing. Again, hello. Why I
very.
Okay, I guess.
Somewhat obvious special Iron Val.
Yeah, again, I feel like with this team you kind of have to be, but like I don't get why Moonblast and not like a Fight or a Sphere. I think
it's gonna be a shift gear here.
I think it's a good shift gear angle actually. Looking at what Pokemon Nate has left.
Yeah.
Going for 2 feels a little greedy,
I mean, yeah. Fair. It's just I don't think you do anything to this.
I was
gonna say, was Crobat taunt or no taunt?
I don't know.
This facade. This thing.
Okay, I was gonna say if it was taunt, I would have loved to see taunt in that Reveroom because it like really shuts it down.
Oh, that's a really good bulk up from Nate predicting the protect. And that does nothing. Jesus Christ. Seed Bomb instead of Facade.
Why are you not just running Facade?
Yeah, I'm with you. Another bulk up as well.
I was like, Facade will just destroy it here.
Yeah, I think
Bulk up again?
Drain
Oh.
Punch.
What?
I do think though, like what's it called, like the protects to like try and chip away its health with the burn damage. Really nice because
I mean, I guess there's a ghost type, there's a steel type, like a rock. Like, maybe Facade wasn't the best in the matchup on paper, but like still, it's guts boosted Facade.
That's an unlucky live, I will say.
Yeah.
I feel like this is kind of like a Rev of Room angle now, actually, unless this thing has Earthquake, I was about to say. Also, why no Ironhead?
Why doesn't it? Yeah.
Also, I feel like this is a mistake to send Valiant in.
To be fair, yeah.
Because, like, you Terra Ground... Yeah, like, you Terra Ground, now you can't be, like, really hurt by knockoff.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Valiant was just kind of thrown away. It doesn't I don't know if it was Scarf or not, because, like, it doesn't outspeed Crobat, I don't think. But, like, even then, just, I feel like you're, like...
The Rapid's been disabled. This thing went crazy with Curse Bodies in the week 1 match trying to play
it. Really did.
It kept Curse Body in everything.
Yeah, and I think, in all honesty, I will say, if Nate doesn't have Toxic, I feel like this thing could kind of win.
So it is no taunt on Crobat, right? Is its full moveset revealed? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked to have seen taunt. Like, there's a Gliscor, there's a Garg, there's a Jellicent.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's the Rev of Room. This would have been a really lovely taunt Crobat game.
I agree. I feel like you take it over maybe like Roost or even Brave Bird, actually, honestly. Like just full support set.
That's a bit rough, really. Like a bit rough with how to build like for some like Sharpedo, like again like Sharpedo.
No, I feel like there was build issues again on both sides. I feel like again like this isn't really a matchup.
No Facade or Saluna is insane still, I think, even if it was.
No, I know Facade. Weird.
I'm almost inclined to say MVP Armaldo, actually.
Yeah, no.
Honestly, yeah, that's an Armaldo angle.
Like this is actually kind of a, like, because I was actually talking with him in person yesterday, and he's like, yeah, no, I did a bunch of like test battles, and we never tested against Armaldo, and it actually kind of fucked me.
Wait, is that that's Pokecroft, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
No. So we were talking, and he was like, yeah, no, that Armaldo actually kind of like was really good into my team. Like again, if Crobat doesn't have Toxic though, again, I actually think with like Strength Sap and Hex, it might be possible for Jellicent to like cheese out a win at the end. Because I'm gonna guess its last move was Recover. And what Terra type was Nate? Because I know Nate did have Terra Ice on. No, so he brought Terra Steel Scrafty.
Well, Poke's in the channel now, so you can see if he's got the.
Hey, Tim.
Got the set.
Oh. Yeah, last move Recover. Yeah, Justin.
I came in right after you guys finished talking about my game.
Yeah.
Classic.
I was saying, I thought. I feel like. You don't happen to have the sets, do you? Because I'd like to pull them up.
Oh, do you want me to just like pull up the Pokepaste?
Yeah, if you can.
Whatever.
All right. Oh.
I don't know. These are kind of what's the word?
Bad.
No. These are proprietary. That's what it is.
Oh, do you have the ones from your battle with Nate?
Yeah. These are my shitty proprietary sets.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, you did. Okay. I don't just like. I think like I'm looking at yeah. So like we have. So like yeah, like Overcoat over Filter on Rev Room is interesting, as in I don't like it as much. Actually, I will say I think this is a really good Toxic Spikes angle for versus Nate, because Nate's only poison type. Does Nate have another poison type?
He doesn't. I think I said in person that in my one In my one prep battle, the guy did not bring Armaldo or Crobat, which are his only two hazard removers. So I just set up Toxic Spikes with Reverum at the start of the game, and it was kind of GG.
No, I do like the Toxic Spikes on Reverum, because again, when there is no ground and poison type, it makes the team very vulnerable to that.
Yeah.
I'm still not a big fan of Curse Garg. I don't think it really likes that move. I feel like it feels fake. Okay, so yeah, so Sharpedo's fun. Other moves, yeah, Liquidation makes sense also for stab. Also, I was realizing after I said like, oh, well, what about like Poison Fang, Psychic Fangs? Like Liquidation is also just really good here. Deals with Ursaluna and Almaldo pretty nicely. I would have loved to see like Ice Fang, Psychic Fangs, or like Poison Fang as like a coverage move though, over to like get that like strong draw boost over close combat. What berry is Barberry Berry? Which one is that?
Steel.
Steel.
It's Babiri, like B-A-B.
Yeah, it's Steel.
What Steel type moves does like Nate really have? That's what I'm curious about. With
there was one that I was concerned about. Oh, it was from the Metagross.
Metagross Bullet Punch?
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted Valiant to be able to kill.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I can see that. I don't know if Valiant does kill it, just because with... Yeah, it's a beefy boy.
Trust.
No, there's definitely some, like... Again, it feels like some weird... This team just always just feels a little weird to me, like it feels like it's missing something. Curious to see how week 3 goes. Alright,
It's gonna go great.
As we discussed, I think we're on agreement. It's weirdly...
Oh, yeah.
Weirdly an Armaldo MVP game. Moving on to Andro Vs Pho.
Oh, this battle was so silly.
Yeah, this is very seriously.
I prepped day of for this battle.
Is this the Espathra set that hurts?
Yes.
This is the Espathra set that will hurt your brain, yes.
Oh.
Alright, well, how bad is this?
I am an Espathra lover, and if you made it...
Okay.
Okay,
So,
I would not... Listen, it actually worked though, so
No,
you can't even, complain about it.
Okay, I'm gonna say... So, we'll get to it last. I want to talk about the rest of these teams first. I am going to say some things that defend it, but are also against it at the same time. So
and then you're gonna completely fucking obliterate.
So I'll go over it when I get there. So, for Andro's team, Andro has brought Surfetch, Landorus, Heatran, Mega Altarius, Titan, and Alolan Muck. I think these feel like pretty standard sets for all of these Pokemon. This is like a support offensive set for Heatran. This is a choice band set for Surfetch. So you've got first impression, close combat, and then 2 coverage moves, Leaf Blade and Poison Jab in this case. Little perplexed by, I think it's like a bulk. It's clearly meant to be like a bulky Titan set, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Titan set's probably the only odd thing out here.
Yeah. Clear Smog on Muck, I think is just, I guess, to guarantee like stop like Roaring Moon is my guess.
Specifically, Yawn onto Titan was like a really good bring.
No, I really like it.
I actually did know it got Yawn.
Yeah, this is how I've learned about it. Like although I feel like if your goal is to stop Roaring Moon with Muck, I feel like, cause I don't think anything else in your team is really a setup sweeper, is it? I guess Espathra, but like I feel like your typing just kind of counters it as well. Like I don't see a real need for Clear Smog on Muck. It kind of just feels like a waste of a move, in all honesty, in my opinion. Like, cause like it's like, oh, Florges and the Espathra setup, like your typing just kind of lets you like somewhat deal with them, especially if you're like AD Muck or even Black.
But net setup maybe, I don't know.
Nah, that's cope. No, again, your typing
like
as well, like deals with
store
it.
Stance. Yeah.
It feels like this is a mon that didn't need to have Clear Smog. Like I could. Like, cause like Roaring Moon, I can see like, oh, D-Dance. It's like, yeah, but it dies to a Drain Punch, like. So I guess that's the only big question. Like, I like the Pursuit, I like the Drain Punch, I like the Gunk Shot. Although actually with Poison Touch, I might prefer Poison Jab. But that's like more of a preference thing.
It depends on calcs.
Yeah, Pho's team we have offensive treads with Earthquake, Iron Head, Ice Spinner knockoff. Mega Banette with a Mega Banette set. Swords Dance is interesting. Zapdos. That feels like a Zapdos set. If I've a bulky Zapdos set though, actually interesting. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So you did bring Choppleberry, so that could make things a bit more like I was talking very much about like Roaring Moon, like Muck, but like I think Roaring Moon is very.
Apple with the protect for the first impression from Surf Edge.
I see.
So then yeah.
I don't
it
like
has
the
the CC.
AV Clodster just because I feel like this is a Pokemon that really wants to be a nuke.
The Calcs I was nuking enough with it,
Okay.
and with AV it just gave it some, it just lived some nice hits and kind of revenge things back.
And now the Espathra set. So we have
The
Espathra with Frisk, EVs in 4 stats, with 32 HP, 152 defense, 100 Spadef, 224 speed, and then Bold with Reflect, Light Stream, Lumina Crash, and Feather Dance.
Yes, sure, that's
The most powerful, one of the most prominent special sweepers turned into a fucking support mon.
Turned into a
no, honestly, as someone who's brought dual screen Sunny Day Raikou, it's
I love.
This is probably better than that, honestly.
Here's the thing, any other Espathra set just gets fully walled by Muck.
I mean, this still gets fully walled by Muck.
But I get screen. I get my screens.
You get poison, is what you got.
No, you'll see.
No, but so like again, I can see that case, but like again with this team with a bulky, when you're like other special options and now like a bulky Zapdos and a Clodster, I feel like you don't kind of have the most reliable of special attackers.
I will say I also don't really have the stuff to make use of the screens the best.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like because I think the Pokemon on this team that takes the best advantage of the screens is Treads.
No, I think you're completely right about the Clodster not needing AV. I think with screens though, because I can just run specs and just nuke things with screens up.
No, exactly. Like I feel like it feels like there's almost like it feels like it's a cook, and like
it was cooked, but it was like half cooked because I did build.
It's a cook, but it feels like what's it cooking like. You've cooked a really nice garnish, like
really nice hot pocket.
You've perfected like the veggies on the side. What's the main course? And maybe it's kind of partially with this team. Like Florges, for example, could have been a great bring, like a bulky Florges, like Calm Mind set from from week 1, behind screens, never dies. Yeah. But like again, like Roaring Moon can. Kind of like, but like Roaring Moon doesn't take a hit anyways, so like I feel like the screens let it live a lot of time. I don't know if they do.
It does. Chopple plus screens kind of lets it like set up. Okay. Yeah, it also set up 2 Dragon Dances on a lot of things.
Okay. So I guess that would be the thing. Like again, Roaring Moon is always a Pokemon like I feel really anxious about it because I feel like it's a little unreliable. Anyways. Into the battle, starting Espathra. The Frisk as well is like a choice, I will say.
Yeah, no, I love Frisk and Frisk and Draft is so good. Because now I know that thing's banded. I know exactly what it's about to do.
I mean,
I feel like you could have also seen like turn 1 because like if it's not Life Orb, you know it's banded. I feel
Yeah.
I feel like Pursuit is a move as well.
Yeah.
Like I don't like dislike Pursuit, but like again when it's like I feel like Knockoff could have been better.
I got too greedy here. I should have known he went to this for some reason.
And it takes that fucking hit. Yeah, like does crit matter there? I don't think it does.
I was letting it go to sleep anyway, so I don't think it matters a ton. Because now this thing just comes in and starts clicking this button. Lucky roll here, but
yeah. Ooh, unfortunate static. I feel like Altaria.
What Zapdos does.
Yeah, I feel like Altaria is actually kind of like still pretty good here, right?
Wanted to lock it into DD here.
I knew. I was like, I saw that come out. I was like, I know what that's going for.
I double and get my screens back.
I think Yawn is like actually like such an impressive move though in draft. It feels just because you can so easily force your opponents to make not the best of pivots.
Yeah.
I'm not against the Sakiing of Mega Altaria here. I feel like with Roaring Moon dead, it kind of like doesn't have the best matchups against the rest of the team. I feel like this is very clearly Ice Spinner, right? Yeah.
Yep. I was really scared of like an infinite like 50-50 game here of him switching back and forth.
Yeah, I feel like this feels that feels like a good get to our ground. Probably worried about an Iron Head.
Yeah, Knock was just the mid ground for Terra.
Yeah. I don't get why not just go for the kill. Like you could go for like or like does Sludge Wave kill at that health? Like 24%. I feel like even if you mega, I feel like Sludge Wave.
That's a turn I forgot to mega. Yeah.
I mean that's the question. It's like what do you go for? Like Sludge Wave and like kill it or Zapdos if Zapdos is predicting the Earth power, but if you go into Iron Shreds, it's like okay, that's really bad. God, okay. So like this is a really awkward position, and I think this is the right swap from Andro. That does not do a lot though. I mean,
yeah, this was a really awkward end game to try and play, especially after I clicked that and missed.
I think that was a really risky move. But like, I mean, to be fair, you're kind of like.
My play was always to sack a spot throw there, and then basically do the same thing here again, and hope I actually connect.
Yeah, I think Andrew kind of just has to go for the kill here, and
needed to get the if you pause it here, this is like, he had a shot of winning this because if he actually switches out to get rid of the drops, I have to rely on Iron Head para flinch to win the game.
I think if he becomes. I think if he swaps there, it basically becomes a 25% chance. Does he win? Like
he has a chance of winning if he swaps there.
Like it's a 25% chance to like win, and I think he should have taken it. Like it's basically do you para? No.
Yeah.
You win.
I thought I had 100% here because I forgot to turn reflect off on my calc.
Yeah. Instead, like I feel like this because like I feel like you look at the damage Ice Spinner did earlier, and you can basically calc out Earthquake kills. Because like I was watching this on my phone, I was like okay, Earthquake kills here. You don't stay in on Earthquake. You swap to Lando and becomes a para roll on if you win or not. Because like when you said that like chance to like live, I was like shocked. I was like really. I was like Shreds ain't bulky.
Yeah, I wasn't even HP set this week, so
that's why I was like really, but like it makes more sense like when you get with that.
I need to just never run screens again. I think
it feels like just a throw on Andro's part. Like it could have been like a clean 1-0 win. Or, I mean, it's a chance. It's a chance that it wins. Like it's because if you get full para, no, that's GG. But.
Yeah, it was. He would have had to get through para Iron Head flinch, which is still a good chance for. So.
But if you don't swap, you're basically hoping. Do you predict the swap and go for Ice Spinner right away? But again, why would you? Because you win.
I had zero reason. I always have speed to just kill the Landorus. The Landorus is useless at that point.
Yeah, there's zero reason. There is zero reason for you to do that. It's a throw. It really feels like a throw to me.
Yeah.
Anyways, MVP Iron Treads.
Oh, that or Claw. That or I don't know. The Espathra kind of put in work. You're gonna be. Honestly, Clots are getting 2 kills, 2-hit KOing the Muck, and then 2-hit KOing the Mega Altaria was pretty good too. But yeah, I think Treads.
I feel like Treads is why like the win happens.
Yeah, Treads was like always.
I feel like that's how you have to like decide the MVP is what is the reason for the win.
Exactly. I feel like that is.
It's 100% Treads then. Yeah.
Like that's why it's Cloud Sire for Lex's match. weirdly enough, Nate for or Maldo for
Yeah.
Nate's match, Dragapult for mine, and I feel like in this case it's
Yeah, booster speed offensive, Treads just put in work.
yeah. No, yeah, Treads was very good here. All right, moving on.
Now tune in next week for when I bring an actual Espathra set and
We
continue
have-
the streak of Siah getting 6-0'd.
Siah versus spoilers.
Bring weakness. Okay, bring weakness policy stored power against Siah.
That's literally the exact set I have.
I've ran like so many just stored power abusing sets in IPL, and it's gotten me so far.
So this is another case where we only have one set, or we only have one of the move sets. And
Is it Siah Stones?
No, we have Maggie's. So I guess let's go through the teams. Maggie has brought Pelipper, Mega Swampert, Aggron, Cryogonal, Tornadus, and Slurpuff. And Siah has brought third pick Mega Sceptile, Gastrodon, Electivire, Toxapex, Hitmonchan, and Alakazam. Let's talk about Maggie's team. Yeah, let's talk about Maggie's team.
There's a Mega Swampert.
Yeah, we have Rain, Mega Swampert, I think pretty standard, just all-out attacking set. I think, yeah. Pelipper is kind of there to be, like, support utility with Rain. So you got, like, Skull and Hurricane for damage, U-Turn for pivot, and Roost for healing. I like this Aggron set a lot. Actually, that's not true. I like almost all of this Aggron set. I don't like the Fire Punch on a Rain team.
I was gonna say, Fire Punch in the Rain team is interesting.
Yeah. I think the Signal Beam as well on Cryogonal, I feel like that's gotta be for like Alakazam. Other than that, I don't really see where else it would be useful.
And even then, how much does it do to Alakazam? Because
Not a
Alakazam
lot.
is like has some special defense.
I like the Tornado set a lot, because like Grass Knot lets you really easily take care of Grass Knot Liquid Storm really lets you take care of the two biggest threats for for Swampert, or like not threats but like checks, which are Gastrodon and Sceptile. U-Turn for pivot, I guess Dark Pulse for cover. I kind of actually would have preferred Knockoff in all honesty, for Alakazam. And we have, this is just honestly like a kind of pretty standard Slurpuff set, if I'm being honest. You have a belly
Yeah,
drum-
it's just kind of like
belly drum
you.
with webs.
Although I usually see Sash unburdened, but I guess if you're going for Belly Drum, then yes, it's
yeah,
just
I
very.
think with belly drum sets, Berry's better just gives you that little bit more extra health to start.
Mhm.
No, I don't. I like these sets a lot. Again, besides like the Fire Punch and like Dark Pulse and Signal Beam, like this all feels pretty like not just good, but like standard. And I think that's the big thing about this team is like it has like it feels like you can cook a little bit, but like I feel like this is a team that like even when it does bring like these one-dimensional set or like not one-dimensional, I guess you could say one-dimensional, but like these standard sets.
But like standard, like what you would expect.
it still feels really good. Like
It's similar to my team, where like my team, I never really feel like I have to cook. I just bring like the tried and true sets for every mod, and it works
and that's
out.
like that's a sign of a good team building in my eyes. Like that's a sign of a good team. Maggie has made a lot of swaps for going into week 3 that I will talk about after this battle, I think.
Can we get a speedrun timer in the corner for this match?
All right, yeah, take a shot every no. But yeah,
That Swampert is standing there menacingly.
yeah, let's talk about. So I think Pex isn't a bad lead, especially if you want to get off like offensive Pex is an interesting move. I know like AV Pex has been a thing before. I think the turn 2 U-turn very nice from Maggie, especially if you're expecting Pex to stay in. Yeah,
I wish you didn't hard switch into Sceptile.
I agree, because I think this is another case of the Venusaur, how are you faster? Because, yeah.
And also, Sceptile is not bulky.
No, not at all.
You need to pivot into Sceptile or have it be a revenge kill.
I agree.
You cannot just send it in raw, because it will still take 60% from an Earthquake.
53. I will say, as someone who was like helping Maggie build her team, or like prep her team for Siah, there was one thing on his team that he could have brought that could have been really scary for her to deal with. And he almost brought it. He almost brought it, actually. And that thing, I think that would have been really good here, is Terra Grass Electivire. Because...
Oh, that would have been interesting.
Terra Grass Electivire lives in Ice Punch from Mega Swampert. And it returns kills with Trailblaze. So I think it would have been a really good bring.
What do you bring? Just Terra Electric?
Yep. Which again, when Mega Swampert's on the other team, that feels wrong to bring.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah. Bye.
No Sash, although I guess you could be Life Orb.
Yeah. Bye. Find Mike Tyson. Okay, this is another thing that I think could have been really being a check. Oh. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind.
I'm assuming this is not physically defensive based on that.
Yeah. I mean, it's more of a special defensive mod anyway. Yeah. Oh, wait, he was Scar... Or no, he just outspeeds. Never mind.
It's, Rain's off.
Yeah.
Rain's gone.
And, our shortest battle yet!
Yeah, that's MVP of the battle.
Yeah, anyone in...
I think MVP goes to
for setting up the
Triagonal.
rain.
Yeah, Pelipper. No notes for Maggie. Like, I wants to note, like, oh, should have gone to Swampert earlier, turn 1. Like, no, who are we kidding? Like, that was basically played perfectly. Like, if you told an AI to run this team, that's what this team would do. Like, again, I feel like, and like, I feel like once you have, like, the rain, like, Swampert, and just the bringing of Mega Sceptile out feels like a knowledge gap. Like, it feels like a lapse in knowledge, not understanding how that Pokemon works, not understanding, like, weather mechanics. That's why it feels, like, really weird to me. Like, especially because it's the same thing now 2 weeks in a row for Siah. Like,
If we count GTL, it's 3 weeks in a row.
oh, did he lose to a weather team in there as well?
Yeah, he asked me about Arctivish outspeeding.
Oh, buddy. Like, I don't want to be mean, because I know some of our players don't know as much as others, but, like, after it happens once, you should be, like, checking what happens again. Especially because I asked him about it, like, before in the week. He's like, I have no idea what that means. I'm like, oh, no, buddy. How? Yeah, MVP Mega Swampert. Any opposed? No? Good? Okay.
No, that's also my MVP of the week, for basically the same reason it was Zamazenta week 1. It showed up on turn 2 and won the game on the spot. Like, if a Mon doesn't have to switch out until the end of battle, and it comes out on turn 2 or 3, that's the MVP of, the, like...
No, I agree.
Like, Maggie could have shown up with 2 Pokemon and won this game.
I agree. Like, I mean, we'll get into our, like, weekly... Yeah. Tim's saying MVP Pelipper. Swampert is nothing without Pelipper. Oh, wait. Oh, come on, Maggie. Why did you have to make them straight? I was about to say Ultimate Yuri couple. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, it was quick. Moving on, we have the most interesting battle of this week, in my opinion. Parker versus Hannah. And
Weather team war.
yeah, we have a weather war on our hands. Hey, Parker.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're talking about your battle now. Let me pull up your set, your guys' sets. So let's talk about first what's been brought. Hannah has brought Venusaur, Torkoal, Murkrow, Wake, Mega Houndoom, and Great Tusk. Parker has brought Gigalith, Garchomp, Sceptile, Mamoswine, Mega Diancie, and Skarmory. This feels pretty like standard for like a Sun team with bonds that haven't brought. The only thing that's really interesting to me is the Great Tusk set is the big thing of standout. Actually, there's two things that stand out to me. First is the Great Tusk set. I think minimal attack investment. I guess it's so you get the speed boost in Sun is my guess. Is why it's been invested this way. But yeah, that feels like sweeper kind of Great Tusk with a bit of bulk. The other thing of note to me, I don't like knockoff on Wake when you're running Life Orb because you're not really doing damage, and you don't want that like 10% done to Wake. Like Wake really doesn't feel like a good like knockoff mod to me. I don't know. Parker, alright, moving on to Parker's team. Parker, do you want to, like, walk us through your sets a little bit?
Yeah, so, hold on a second. Yeah, I mean, kind of straightforward.
I don't know if they are.
No, most of them are. Garchomp's straightforward, he's just there to do damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
With Choice Scarf, pretty much outspeeds anything on the field.
Yeah, I think we count that this Choice Scarf set of Garchomp outspeeds everything outside of Sun.
Yeah. Diancie is also there to do damage. Protect to, I guess, it was to stall Sun turns, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. I think so, yeah.
Yeah, Sceptile, his really thing was to just, like, kind of just do damage once and kind of let him die in that turn. He wasn't really going to get much use, I feel. But the real prize of this match, I'd say, was actually Gigalith. I feel like that set is not something you ever see.
No, I don't think it is.
But yeah, like in the battle I saw, Gigalith had like over 500 Spadef in the Sandstorm. Was eating those energy balls from the Venusaur. And yeah, Skarmory is also kind of there just to fuck with things. The Whirlwind spam, Roost if I need it, Defog, which is a good supportive mon. And Mamoswine, I mean, I don't really have much plans for it. I felt like it was kind of useless, but it came in clutch with the one Sandstorm move to kind of fuck over the, the Walking Wake.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I guess we'll jump into the battle. Oh yeah, because we can talk about terror types as well. I don't think you've brought any like abnormal terror. Parker's brought any abnormal terror types.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
No, you've not brought Terror Captain. And we have Terra Fire is the one from Hannah. Yeah, I feel like Torkoal's a pretty standard start. Going for Rocks is good. Will-O-Wisp miss is just kind of unfortunate, especially when you get decent Earthquake damage for like minimal investment. Like, four attack investment. That's it. And this just kind of works out really nicely, actually.
Yeah, like I was being questioned on why I had Sandstorm in the replays with some people, and I feel like that right there perfectly just sums up why having it as a move can work too, and outside of just the ability.
I think like Hannah wants to get rid of the rocks because rocks can be frustrating. Because I think you were ready to just let this thing get done its job in your eyes, and it can die.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think Skarmory is really nice here. Especially when you can do this.
Yeah. Like, I just wanted to make sure she was can never get, like, used out of the sun.
No, yeah, it's one of those things. And, like, look at that damage. Like, I think Diancie really nice, especially because you outspeed, and you know
Yeah.
this thing is like speed investments. Like you can just go for the kill.
Yeah, Hannah thought I would switch out there.
Yeah, this as well. Like that, I get why you want to reset the sun, but like I think Hannah kind of had to know. Okay, something's gonna take a lot of damage. And, like I think this is a good Gigalith switch in like that. I mean that still does a lot, but that's life.
It does.
Frog can fucking hurt. Good I think Sceptile's kind of useless. I think now. That's just unlucky though.
Yeah,
and Sceptile dies for it. The Garchomp comes in, and yeah, clean Earthquake. I think Torkoal coming in here. Like I get you want to reset the sun. I think the issue though is with Garchomp out. Something.
I'm free to just attack. Yeah.
I mean, I think it hurts as well because like when you're at that HP, like this thing is dead. You're happy to like let Skarmory take the hit and just cover. I mean, or like die even. Sorry. I think the sleep powder. Like I don't like it that much. I think Hannah was expecting the switch in, but cause, like I think because I was with you in the channel. Like I think at this point though, it's kind of like the end game because I don't think Venusaur can kill with Energy Ball. Definitely doesn't with like Weather Ball and Sun, and like even though it outspeeds now, again it doesn't kill, so it's kind of just fodder for Garchomp. Well played. Like I think.
Thank you.
I think this is a tough opponent. I feel like I will say, like, I think part of the thing I feel like this is, like, a really good game for Garchomp, because I don't know, like, nothing really likes taking Garchomp hits on this team. I feel like it could have been nice if Hatterene was there, especially because you wear a Scarf. Like, if you went for, like, a Dragon Claw and Wake, and, oh, here comes Hatterene, shit. Now it gets to, like, click whatever move it wants, really. Murkrow, I think Murkrow, like, almost, like, as if, like as more of like a real thing of what Mamoswine was, it is like secondary Sun supporter.
Yeah.
I don't really like it though. Just I don't know.
It felt. I mean, it was just a sack that game. That's all she used it for.
Yeah, which I get. I don't know. It feels like I'm not. Like, I get the appeal. Like, I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't a good game for Murkrow. And that might be it. I feel like... Again, I think I was talking, I don't like this Wake set that much. Not big on the flip turn and knockoff when you're Life Orb. If you're, like, Expert Belt or even, like, Mystic Water, I'd get it way more. In fact, I'd be a lot more in favor with it. No, I think especially... I think the other big thing is Hannah played a lot of her cards really early. Specifically with Great Tusk. I think when it's revealed that Great Tusk has to be max speed, that means it can't be max Spadef or max defense. Like, it can't be max bulk. Or it's like, it can't be like max Spadef and max HP, which means when you go for a kill, like that Moonblast with Diancie, it's basic. You know it's guaranteed because you're not in Sun, so you outspeed.
Yeah.
And it can't be that max bulk where it can't take the hit then, because Great Tusk does not have good special bulk. Like I think you had seen it was leftovers as well, hadn't you?
Yes, I had.
Yeah,
because it healed up all the chip damage I did.
Yeah. So you know it's not like even like an AV set. So I think part of it is Hannah played and gave information like as well, like the fact that it was like Life Orb Wake. Like I feel like she gave that like sort of like knowledge a bit too early, and I think that is part of why she lost. Because I think with a team like this, when you are like with how like varied and like itemization and like movesets these Pokemon can be, when you are giving that information away for free, basically free early, like when the Gigalith is taking those Garchomps or those Dracos like a champ, and or you're taking chip damage from rocks on Melvin. And you're seeing that like leftovers heal and that like speed boost in Sun, it gives you a lot more agency for that late game where she doesn't know as much about your team, like what moves you might be running.
Yeah.
And I think that really, really helped you in the end, especially when Garchomp didn't have to hit the field for so long. Whereas it felt like her carries really had to be on the field quite early. In that regard, I am between 3 Pokemon for MVP, being Gigalith, Garchomp, and Diancie. Parker, is there any that you would specifically like to nominate?
Let's see. I think Garchomp. I think I'd nominate Garchomp just because having it there, like as that threat to kill everything over and over, was really nice. I feel like I counted on it the most to clean up those kills. And Gigalith, I get the nomination. Because those Sandstream setups were really nice. Like Garchomp couldn't be able to do what he did most of the time, and getting rid of the sun constantly was really nice. So I'm in between those two.
Yeah, Lex, Storm, Poke. What are your guys' thoughts? I think.
I mean, I do think it is between the two. It's between, do we think it's the setup or the abuser, essentially?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm getting more. I need to.
Tim says his serious opinion is Garchomp.
Yeah, I'm winning Garchomp as well. I'm pretty sure.
See, I will like give that Gigalith defense as well, where it's like, it does kind of like even like shut down like Wake with that like AV set.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like, the fact that it can set up, like, the fact that it not only gives your team, like, what it wants to do, but it denies Hannah's team what it wants to do.
I think that's the bigger thing for me, is not that it lets you, like, because really, it doesn't, you don't have, like, it's not like you have, like, a Sand Rushmon or anything, it's just, it gives you, like, a damage boost for Diancie, and I think Garchomp also had Stone Edge, but didn't use it.
The setup game was interesting, though.
I think denying Hannah the Proto Boost might have actually been more important.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaning more Gigalith, actually. Like, I was going into this expecting to say Garchomp, but rewatching the VOD, I feel like, especially with how it denied Wake. With how it denied Wake damage with those Dracos and forcing swaps, I want to say Gigalith, actually.
Maybe.
How do people feel now?
I'm a Gigalith defender for this.
Giggle.
So you're
I think Gigalith, like, actively, like, obviously Garchomp cleans up. I think you get into the winning position by denying the sun.
Gigalith probably would be better because Garchomp did clean up, I guess.
Yeah, because like I guess like putting it between like the difference between like Garchomp versus Mega Swampert, and like vice versa, Pelipper versus Gigalith. I think Gigalith is denying more Hannah than providing for you, and I think it's very similar to like saying Clodsire for your game, Lex, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's denying your opponent what they want to do, and thus putting you in better positions where you can do what you want to do.
Yeah, and that's like really why I'm like, I lean Gigalith because it feels like the Clodsire of this game. Like, it denies so much.
I'm going to appoint Gigalith.
Okay.
And we have one last battle.
Okay.
Which is Guy versus Violet.
Alright, see you guys next week.
See you, Parker.
Take care.
Bro joins for just his battle
I
of
mean,
the
that's
day.
funny. That's valid.
No, I respect it.
Respect, really valid and based.
Alright. So yeah, we have one last battle being Violet and Guy. Violet never posted her sets, but we've got Guy's sets.
Alright.
Let's look at teams. Guy has brought Togekiss, Bisharp, Licky Licky, Mega Medicham, Starmie, and Kyurem regular. Violet has brought Chien-Pao, Galarian Slowking, Arcanine Nisui, Miss Magius, Suicune, and Klefki. And let's look at Guy's sets. So Guy's got Terrafair. I guess this is this is standard like evil Togekiss set. I think the only difference is that you have Encore over Roost, or like default is Encore over like Roost in one of the slots. Also really bulky. Bisharp is like Terra Fairy supports. I say supports that as if it doesn't have Iron Head knockoff or Sucker Punch to do like a lot of damage, but it does bring rocks. Wish Licky Licky is interesting.
I feel like that's actually like pretty common.
Oh, never mind. Dragon Tail Licky Licky is interesting.
That is.
I like the Cloud9, especially when you're against a snow team. This feels like a pretty like. I think this is a really threatening Mega Magiam set, especially with the Trailblaze. And analytic. I get why people bring it in again on Starmie, but with how fast you are, I feel like it just. I still don't. Like
I mean, what else do you have? Natural Cure.
Yeah, which again, it's like there's some toxic support and like hazards set up on Violet's team, so it might not be bad here.
Yeah, but the other thing with analytic, I think a lot of people forget about, is it activates on opponent's switch.
I know, but like that's what I'm saying. Like you're playing a really switch heavy game, which I don't really know how well it fares when you like with that.
What does it do again?
More damage.
When you move second, you do more damage.
I think it's
So it's just okay. Gotcha.
So it usually doesn't activate on Starmie unless they're switching out.
Yeah.
So like you just need. Okay.
This is like a sub D-Dance set with Kyurem. I'm curious about the Earth Power. What does it hit? That's more of my question. Because I don't know.
No.
I don't know what it hits on Violet's team. I feel like you might want to just bring Earthquake, right? Like for Mega or for Galarian Slowking.
What is Violet's team?
Well, the team that's been brought is Genpao, Galarian Slowking, Arcanine Isui, Miss Magius, Suicune.
I don't see really anything it could be used for. I guess I don't see it.
Good things hit with Earthquake, but I don't see why Earth Power specifically.
I mean Earth Power, yeah. I don't see like. I mean, I see Earthquake. I mean, like Sui, Arcanine. I mean,
like there's definitely targets, but I don't see a good why. I don't see like a specific reason to bring Earth Power over Earthquake, especially when you're running a Dragonette set.
What does Earth Power do again?
It's just like special versus physical. If Guy wants to comment, let me know why, because like otherwise I'm just a little bit confused by that move. Anyways, moving on to the battle, and I guess Violet's brought. Yeah, no. Did she bring any of her Terra captains? No. So no Terra types there. Yeah, I feel like this is pretty standard. Leads for them. I think getting Toxic Spikes up pretty early is nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Switch, but I feel like this is not a Pokemon that wants to stay in versus. Yeah, like look at that. That was burn. That was a burn knockoff, and it still did basically a kill.
No, well.
Destiny Bond could have worked, but then like, yeah, it kind of just like Bisharp goes for kill next turn, doesn't go for Sucker Punch, and now it.
Yeah, it could have done a Bisharp.
I think it's interesting to go for the roar on Suicune is interesting.
That's interesting.
Also, I'm curious as to why I bring out Klefki.
Oh, a crit thing.
That's kind of lucky. I think Light Screen is really good here. I'm wondering if this is Light Clay though. I don't actually know. Oh, that's unlucky. I'm wondering if it's Light Clay because they didn't. They're not leftovers.
What ability would Kefli keep?
It's always Prankster.
It's always Prankster. Gotcha. Fuck, what does Prankster do again? I can.
You probably want to go first, which I think is why Klefki is drafted in the first place.
Gotcha.
I don't get. I mean, I get why. I guess they're predicting the Kyurem swap. But, like, I feel like it's safer to just go for the Flare Blade. So, I guess Head Smash is super effective in Togekiss. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, never mind. That was a great move. Yeah, losing Boots on Dog isn't the worst.
And then there's a yeah.
Yeah, and there goes I agree with getting the chip. I think Mega Machamp is actually like a really awkward spot because it has its poison, and I'm curious why going for the light screen unless they're predicting the swap. Yeah, I think.
Oh damn, I missed. Okay.
Yeah, going in for the T-Wave is pretty good here. I think getting rid of the Defox to get rid of the light screen's nice. And here it comes. Well, that's just also an unlucky toxic miss, especially when you're now paralyzed and up against an Air Slash, Serene Grace Mon.
And then spikes are gone as well.
Well, yeah, it doesn't really matter at this point now. I also don't like going for the Reflect here, like, at all.
It's not, fuck, that's, more so there's a lot of, like, misses and
Well, no,
crits and
that's the
whatever.
power of Serene Grace. You go for Paraflinches on Togekiss. Paralyze him, so you have a chance to Paraflint, fully para, and then you have a 60% chance to flinch with Air Slash. It's put Violet in an awkward situation because nothing can switch in and kill Togekiss. It risks getting hit by a... Although actually, I think Chen Pao could have swapped in and OHKO'd it, but... I don't know.
It's just more so like a stalling, I guess.
It's not even stalling, it's doing damage, it's working. Violet's... Also, doesn't hurt that Violet didn't have Regenerator on Slowking. It definitely makes a whole world of
What does that
difference.
what does it do? Sorry
It
for
heals out by a third when it
usually never
switches
checked
out.
like the abilities. Always just like, oh yeah, this one seems cool, worked, and then it works. So never checked.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, yeah, like Chen Pao, I think, has hit the field just way too late.
Well, the Pokemon did what his
He
nickname
got
was supposed to
one
do.
kill. And then like it folds like I mean, but like I think that's some of the issue of this team is.
A bit rough, really.
I mean, yeah, there's some unlucky misses for Violet, but like basically Togekiss did what Togekiss was going to do, and it feels like Violet didn't have a counter prepared for Togekiss.
Yeah, this was this is a Togekiss
Yeah.
game. Because it just kind of, it does what Togekiss does. And it did it excellently.
No, I agree. I think Togekiss was perfect. Like exactly what it needed to do. And it felt like Violet didn't have anything to deal with it. Like I feel like though like an Icicle Crash would have one-shot it though, right?
You should have, like, maybe can you get up your calc or something?
Oh. We can actually import the Togekiss set. We don't know. I don't know what. Yeah. So that's not even.
What the?
That's not even banded. So.
This is just like, I mean.
Wait, we can actually check if Violet was banded or not as well, judging by the damage. So we know it one-shot Kyurem, and it wasn't swapping out a Swords Dance, so I want to say it was banded.
It probably was.
I mean,
maybe.
We can find out because we know the damage that Kyurem was doing to Kyurem. Okay, yeah, so it was indeed Choice Band. It was either Choice Band or oh wait, does Admit kill? No. So we know that it's choice banded Chen Pao, which means it always would kill. Which really has me more questioning as well is why didn't like you let something die early. You Saki something that you've maybe like Suicune I think would have been a great example. Or even Slowking once you realize that you didn't have a Regenerator. You let it die, you get Chen Pao in for free. And it should kill, especially if you see that you're banned. If you're like, I'm choice banned, it dies. Nothing swaps in either. Like, Starmie and Bisharp are dead. Nothing really will swap into that move well. It just really feels like a big misplay from Violet. In place we get what feels like torture, which might be it. Like flinch hacks, para flinch Togekiss is AIDS to deal with, but it feels like there was a method to deal with it, and it wasn't used. But yeah, it's MVP Togekiss, and I'm gonna say, I guess now we talk about the Pokemon of the week, as that concludes our battles.
I've already kind of said my piece on Pokemon of the Week, where I think for the same reason we gave it to Zamazenta last week, I think we gave it to Mega Swampert this week. It came in on turn 2 and didn't leave until the game was over. It's single-handedly, not single-handedly because of Pelipper, but realistically, it's single-handedly, it got 6 kills in.
So I guess the question is, so we have a few moves that are... I actually only one person has made moves for week 3, which is Maggie. And Maggie made quite a few moves, actually.
Let me check what Maggie did.
So beyond the Milting swap, which we discussed earlier, Maggie has also dropped Nihilego, Slurpuff, and Alolan Executor for Gengar, Cometh, and Absol.
Absol's still G-Captain, yeah.
Yes, correct.
I like the Cometh. Well, actually, I suggested the Cometh switch.
I like the Cometh a lot. The one I'm biggest on is Gengar.
Mm-hmm.
And let me explain why. Let me break it down. First off, Gengar. So what Gengar brings? Gengar is a fast special attacker. Ghost and Poison type is a lovely type, especially when it does get access to Focus Blast as well. So it has a really good offensive arsenal. I think it pairs really well on Maggie's team, especially when one of the biggest things you're scared about are grass types, and now you have a strong poison type. Now, previously this role was held by Nihilego, but Nihilego is actually neutral to grass attacks, and also is actually just slower and slightly weaker offensively than Gengar is. Now, Nihilego absolutely makes up for it in the form of bulk. Nihilego is significantly bulkier in HP and SpDef. But I'd say it has a worse offensive typing in Rock Poison. I don't think it's as good as Ghost Poison. Mainly because I think Ghost is a really good offensive type. As I said, I was suggesting Maggie, hey, maybe look at a potential fighting type to pair along with it. Although I don't think a lot of the fighting type options in Tier 3 were really appealing to her, and I agree. I think a lot of them weren't, because I think she's going down the list, and it's what are your options? Lucario, which is Terraband, I don't think is that good even. Emboar. It's not Emboar in a rain team, I can tell you that. No, I think Gengar is a really good pickup because I think it provides a much better another fast threat. You could argue that it's filling a similar role to Heliolisk, but I think they work very differently, and how intimidating of Pokemon they can be late game. They both hit different types. Gengar also has some nice support options with Will-O-Wisp and Toxic Spikes, and I think it's actually a really, really positive addition to this team. Cometh I think is lovely because I feel like Slurpuff is kind of like a Fate web setter in that regard. It's not really got the bulk or speed to really do it well.
It's also kind of a fake fairy type.
Yeah, I agree. It feels really weird. I think Cometh is really nice. Again, it gives him a bit more speed, a bit more special bulk. Absol, I was really skeptical on, but I think the way Maggie put it, she's not too scared about its lack of speed as a Z-Captain when she has Tailwind support on some of her mons, and she has a lot of glare, para speed drops. And in that regard, I think I'm a bit more on board for it. I'm a little nervous for it, though, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I was not sure about it when she brought it up to me, but then I kind of looked at it and I was like, I actually kind of like that. It gives it the extra power without making it choice lock.
I agree. I think I like it.
Because it kind of likes also being able to click SD or Sucker Punch, so having access to just one massive nuke like really helps.
Yeah, especially coming off of 130 attack. Like, that's Garchomp's attack stat. Imagine saying, like, you're getting hit by a Garchomp. Or it's like getting hit by a physical Darkrai. Like, imagine saying, oh yeah, I'm getting hit by, like, a Darkrai Dark EMZ, but on my... It's like, it's absolutely going to be a glass cannon, because that thing is awful otherwise. I think... I'm nervous about that move. I'm very confident in the other two, so let's see how it works out. But yeah, I guess that'll conclude the week 2 review. We'll see y'all next week.